Hello, we will present to you the engineering studies of Pierrard that we offer in our school, which is located in Belgium and precisely in Virton. We are certified by the Engineering Titles Commission, CTI. We have EURAS label and we have an habilitation to pass TOEIC certifications. This means that our studies are high quality and are recognized in Europe. These high-quality studies that we organize in 5 years open the doors to many professions. They are also versatile and at the cutting edge of technology. After following our studies, the industrial engineer can be a project manager in scientific, technological, environmental, or humanitarian projects. At present, our engineering school, better known as Pierrard, has graduated more than 2,600 engineers. 70% of them have an international career, and more than 90% of graduated students find a job in less than 2 months. Others have decided to continue their education by continuing their studies. An engineer from Pierrard can work in different fields. In the field of applied research, which consists in improving products. For example, the engineer can work on a project to develop less noisy car wipers. He can also work in the field of production, which consists in producing a maximum of products. To cite an example, the engineer can be responsible for the production of plastic bottles. He can manage teams, he can handle machine safety and the supply of plastic as raw materials. Moreover, our engineers are totally ready to work in the field of services, which consists in selling products to clients. It's not about selling a phone, but selling technical products like GPS trackers to install in cars or in robots. Now, let's talk about the organization of our studies. After obtaining your CESS or your baccalaureate for French and generally your high school diploma, you will be able to choose how to continue your studies. You can choose short studies, 3 years for bachelor, or long studies, 5 years for engineering. The main difference between bachelor and engineering studies is the job you will have at the end. You must know that if you choose to study bachelor, the doors are not closed to subscribe in engineering schools, and you still can study engineering with adding 1 year of upgrading. However, we advise you, if your goal is to become an engineer, to start directly in an engineering school because the year of upgrading turns out to be sometimes a bit complicated. Let's return now to the practical differences between the different studies. The bachelor studies last 3 years and are more practical than engineering studies. The industrial engineering studies, they last 5 years. They have 1/3 of practical courses which allow the concepts seen in theory to be exercised. The civil engineer lasts also 5 years. It has less practical courses and more theoretical courses in lecture. Our school trains students to be industrial engineers. We have classes made up of around 30 students, and the practical courses are given by 15 students maximum, unlike in universities where the classes are more numerous. The level of mathematics you have is also a criteria of choice. In fact, to integrate our school in good conditions, we recommend having at least 4 hours of math per week. And as you can see, in the first year in Pierrard, math lessons represent an important part of the year. In the other general subjects, the concepts have been taken up almost from the start. The studies of industrial engineer are higher education, long studies of 5 years. They are therefore organized in 2 cycles. The first cycle takes 3 years, and the second one lasts 2 years. The orientation is to be chosen at the end of the third year, either electromechanical or automation. The electromechanical orientation allows to deepen the fields of numerical simulation, sustainable development, eco-design and energy conception, the study of thermomechanical systems, life cycle analysis of a product or a service. The automation orientation makes it possible to approach in more details the fields of artificial intelligence and intelligent systems, industrial Internet of Things and connected objects, robotics, industrial electronics, mechatronics, control and piloting of processes, and microcontrollers. The choice of the orientation is almost obvious for our students, since they receive general courses of the two orientations during their first 3 years. To conclude, we can say that our engineering school offers multidisciplinary studies which are versatile and also entrepreneurial training. In our studies, students will practice the theory in our laboratories and also in different projects. They have also 2 traineeships at the end of the first and second cycles. Thus, our engineers are well prepared to the working world and also are in high demand. We have also open opportunities for international exchanges. Besides, our students can carry out part of their studies abroad. This is an interesting opportunity to open up to other cultures, to gain autonomy, to discover other teaching methods, to improve their level in another language, and much more. Besides, for students of 3rd or 5th year, it is possible either to take courses in a partner university or to carry out an internship abroad in a company of their choice. In our school, we have also an active student community. In Pierrard, monitoring students and their success is essential for us. We make every effort to help them in their studies. My presentation is now finished. Thank you for listening. And don't hesitate to visit our website or contact us for more information.